بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers, sisters, respected elders, I was asked to give a functional flow diagram of this filtration unit which has been installed in Waisa for clear drinking water. I'm here at the unit today to give you a breakdown of what is contained in this system and how it works. To start off, this is a 6-stage water purification system. The first stage being this, which is a sand and gravel filter. These are our power supplies to give the system power. This is the first stage. We have this pump which takes the water from a tank which is located on the roof of this building. That tank draws the water from the ground aquifer. And this is the first point the water enters. All big particles that are visible to the eye will be filtered out through this. This vessel is known as a sand and gravel filter. It's controlled by one of these valves, which has built into it a self-maintaining device. When you switch their position, it reverses the water flow through this valve, and any accumulation inside will be discharged to the drain outside. So during normal operation, the water will get filtered through this first stage, and it will enter into the second stage, into this larger vessel. This larger vessel contains a type of carbon which filters out all kinds of chemicals and heavy metals in the water. And the same applies for this. It has a maintenance valve on the top, so anything that it accumulates and absorbs will get flushed out during a periodic service. And the media inside there, or the carbon which is located inside this vessel, is replaceable every 2 years. So after 2 years, the carbon inside there is spent. The old carbon needs taking out and replaced with new carbon. The third stage, it comes to these two vessels here. These are known as jumbo vessels. These have 5 micron cartridges inside them. So anything at a microscopic level will get filtered through here, and these have a lifespan of maybe 2 to 3 months before they need replacing. Once the water passes through here, it takes out any microscopic particles. By this time, all the heavy stuff has been taken out, and just the finer stuff is in there. For example, the salts and the dissolved minerals remain. Once it passes through here, it enters into this unit here, which is known as the RO membrane. So this vessel here is really the heart of this filtration system. This has a capacity to clean 3,000 litres per hour. So the way this RO membrane works, if that is a 5 micron, each millimetre is split into 1,000 times 5. That's how fine the particle filter is within these jumbos. Then after that, it arrives at this RO membrane. The diameter of the pores in this membrane are 0.003, if I remember correctly, so it's beyond even microscopic. Once the water is discharged out the other end, it's 100% purified water. This pump here creates very high pressure, which helps the membrane separate the bad water from the clean water. So the water is pushed into this membrane via this pump at this end, and the clean water ends up coming through this end via high pressure, separates the dirty water, and it leaves there into a drain. And the clean water is then passed through here. We have a little valve here which we use to balance the system, because if we use that purified water, it would be classified as 0 TDS, which isn't good for health, because we do need some mineral content, and we balance that by the minerals that we're already discharging through that valve there, to bring the value at a level that is required by humans, which is set about 250 TDS. That is according to WHO required level of minerals that we all require, which is what Nestle, Aquafina and any other known recognised bottled water company set their TDS value at. This is a meter that we use to balance it. When it's running, this gauge here, or this meter, tells us what TDS we're getting out of the system. This here is another stage. This is called a liquid softener dosing pump. What we have inside here is a water softener. It's a liquid water softener, and this pump above it doses the water with this liquid softener, which also helps in separating the minerals and the salts from the clean water. So that's the 5th stage. Then last stage is this unit here, which is known as an ultraviolet sterilizer. So once the water has left through the 1st stage, the 2nd stage, 3rd stage, the RO membrane, which is the 4th stage, the liquid softener, which is the 5th stage, it enters the last and final stage. Just in case any bacteria has come through the system, that sterilizer will deal with it. And then sterilized water, also demineralized, enters into this tank, which is our storage tank where we store the clean water. From here, the water through this pipe leaves and enters into the next room, on which side we have a dispensary. This is how this 6-stage RO purification system works, and it also requires regular maintenance. So every 2 weeks we come and do a backwash on this vessel. We replace these cartridges as and when required, and every year or so we also do a chemical cleaning of the RO membrane. And I'll just continue with the water dispensary, which again I'm sure everyone has seen, but this is our water dispensary. So people come here and bring their water containers and fill the water free of charge from here.
शुक्र है तेरा खुदाया, मैं तो इस काबिल न था। शुक्र है तेरा खुदाया, मैं तो इस काबिल न था।